Welcome once again to The Card Life. I'm your host, Matt Strahm. This month, we're talking all about London. After my trip with the Phillies across the pond to take on the Mets in the London series. Let's explore sports cards all across the UK with an expert in the subject. Greg Landsdowne is not only an expert on collectibles across Europe, but he wrote the book. Actually, 3 books on the subject.
My name is Greg Landsdowne. I'm an author and collector of sports collectibles. I've so far written 3 books on the subject, with another one coming out at the end of this year. 10 years ago, I embarked on my first book about collectibles. The book Stuck on You was the history of football stickers in the UK. Before the pandemic in the UK, it was still mainly about trying to fill a set. The ethos of collecting for most people in the UK was about filling an album. Every World Cup or Euro album, people would get together in pubs and at people's houses and also online, and just there'd be a common goal. And as kids, we rarely finished because we were restricted to how many packets we got. But when you're an adult, you can get as many as you want, and that was the glory of it. The Panini story began in the 1960s, a family-run business. And a lot of people in America will know the most recent segment of Panini's history with Panini America starting in the 2010s. But in Europe, Panini is synonymous with stickers, not just soccer stickers, lots of sports, lots of film franchises, television shows, pop groups, you name it. Panini have done a sticker album about it. But it really is soccer that has been the most important market for them since they began in Italy in the 1960s. In the 1970s, they then spread into Europe. They did their first World Cup album with Mexico 70. And really, it's just snowballed from there, and they now produce the World Cup album in over 100 countries. And although they're always battling with other companies for licenses, they're still just as relevant as they've always been, and I'm sure will be for a long time to come. Then a lot of Americans came into the European market, buying on auction sites and picking up a lot of football or soccer cards and stickers, particularly rookies. If you'd asked a collector before 2020 in the UK what a rookie was, the majority of people wouldn't have known it in context to football cards and football stickers. Stickers that you could have got for £1 or £2 before 2020, some of them, if you grade them, you're looking at thousands of pounds. If you'd said all that before 2020, we just wouldn't have believed you. Local card shops do not exist in the same way that they do in the United States. There are, in terms of sports cards, I think only one. And Kaboom Sports in London is the only one that's going that focuses on sports cards at the moment. But supermarkets and news agents and other retail outlets do have a lot of sports cards and stickers these days, more than we've ever done. And obviously you can order online as well, but I do think the collector is very well catered for these days. Sports cards related to US sports are definitely growing, and that's connected to the fact that people can now watch NFL games and MLB games over here, and I think that makes a difference, and it brings these sports stars to life, and then people want to collect their cards as well.
Add great cards to your collection at pristineauction.com, where over 10,000 sports card auctions end every week. Use the promo code TheCardLife and get $10 off your first auction win. Turn this into this at auctionmonthly.com, a better way to sell your sports cards, memorabilia, and collectibles. Our white glove service from start to finish will help you evaluate and sell your entire collection. Turn your sports cards and collectibles into cash. Get started right now at auctionmonthly.com. It's time to unbox your love of the game, presented by Giant Sports Cards. Matt is a 32-year-old from West Fargo, North Dakota, who loves collecting sports cards and playing baseball. In honor of his first trip to London, Giant Sports Cards sent Matt a box of 2024 Topps Finest UEFA Soccer. Matt asked his friend Ranger, a soccer expert, to join him for the break.
Tried to get Ranger out here to give us a little run through, but he's being a little camera shy. Hang with me on the names, and our auto is Openda. No idea, guys. You're gonna have to let me know.
Congrats on the hits, Matt. Unbox your love of the game at giantsportscards.com.
My name is Harry Reynolds. I'm the CEO and founder of the London Card Show, which is UK and Europe's largest card show. The London Card Show started back in July 2021, and we had 10 tables and 40 people, and we've slowly grown each show until, well, the last show we had 4.4 thousand people. Without entrepreneurship and starting a business, there's three main things to look at. There's inventing a product, there's developing a product, or there's filling a gap in the market. And the London Card Show very much is the latter. There's nothing like it in the UK or Europe. Like a lot of people, I got back into cards over COVID. Thought, you know what, if no one else is going to do it, I'll give it a go. And we are what we are today. We do shows quarterly, and we have 250, 300 tables a day. There's a huge volume of sports cards, niche genres of TCG. Obviously, you've got the likes of Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, but you've got One Piece, which is a huge upcoming one. You've got Disney, so Lorcana, and now Disney Chrome, which has come out. So there really is something for everyone at these shows. There's vintage, there's modern. So I think that's why the London Card Show has grown, because we've really focused on not just the bread and butter of the hobby. We've really looked into how we can get the niche communities along and really built on that as well.
Trash. Landfill.
Not true.
That's a dumpster fire.
No, it's not. This is a Ricky Henderson rookie card.
Yeah.
This is worth something.
When are you gonna get rid of all these cards?
Dad, I found an app that can help. The Collects app. You just scan the card and it instantly gives you the market value.
Honey, this is worth $80.
You two get to it. I need a new card.
This just sold.
Come on, Dad, let's scan some more.
$50.
MLB authenticators were busy in London, including certifying this game used based from the London series that was used on Bryce's soccer slide, Topps Now card. Back in Philly, I had the chance to talk more with the crew from the Phillies Authentics about their process for selling game-used gear and about selling baseball cards at Citizens Bank Park.
MLB implemented a authentication program around 2000, 2001 after they did an investigation into the autograph climate that was out there and how much of it was actually forged and not legit. We actually started our program selling stuff here at the Phillies back in 2005. There's at least 2 authenticators at every major league ballpark for a game, and their job is literally to track the entire game for items that are used during the game. So baseballs, they track every single pitch, they have it all detailed down there, and then they also need to witness anything that gets used on the field to be able to call it game used. So from balls to the bases to the guys' uniforms, jerseys, hats, along that line. We have our Phillies Authentics shop, which is located on the main concourse behind Section 133 here at Citizens Bank Park. And we offer a wide variety of items that were used during the game. Obviously, the number one collectible that goes back over 100 years now when thinking about baseball is a baseball card. We've always kind of had an offering of just the regular packs. A couple years ago, we actually got into selling the individual cards that we offer raw, or we have some graded as well. That's kind of exploded over the last couple of years.
Welcome back. We're here with Nolan, who runs the Phillies Authentic Team Shop. Is that correct? Close enough,
yeah,
right?
Close enough.
So they have some cool things up in their store that are for sale here at the ballpark during the games. Obviously authenticated. What do we got? Rosin bag,
Yeah.
some baseballs, You guys sell nameplates too, right?
Yeah.
You guys got everything in the store, but I think
Wide
baseball
variety.
cards are finally making a comeback to the stadium. And,
Absolutely, yeah.
And we're gonna rip some here and see what we can add to the team store. There we go. Ellie De La Cruz.
Little blueprint.
Very nice. Yeah, there we go. Volpe to $4.99. That's a nice card.
Yeah.
A nice one with the Ellie.
Have you taken anything that's been authenticated throughout the 2 years you've been here, or even before that?
The first thing I grabbed would have been those picture frames with the dirt from the mound you guys did for Lorenzen's no-hitter.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually bought that from the store, had the clubby bring it down, and then I popped it out of the case and had Lorenzen sign it in silver Sharpie. So it turned out really well.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, the Royals did an unbelievable job with the rookie stuff for us. They actually took out your first pitch, authenticated it, first strikeout, authenticated it, and then they took your jersey and authenticated it, and then they made a big shadow box frame with the jersey, lineup card, first pitch, and first strikeout ball. So it's all in it. It's pretty cool.
Took good care of you. I like that.
Oh, yeah. The 21 Stadium Club was funny opening because all the seats were empty.
Oh, yeah.
So like Tanner Houck, I remember I opened a box of this with Tanner Houck looking for his rookie card, and it's a picture from like center field of him pitching in Fenway, and it's empty. There's not a single person in the seats. Do you guys work with other teams' authentic stores? So like Kutch, who was just here, hit his 300th. Like, do you guys work with them for that?
So we'll coordinate. Usually, if we have a request, if something happens,
like Craig's 400th save on the road.
Yes, we'll coordinate with that team. Send an email of what we're looking to get, and the good programs have people in charge that have been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
So we'll coordinate with them. Say, hey, if you get this, we'd love to be able to get something back. I think the Pirates reached out. They wanted some baseballs tied to Kutch for that, and base and some other things, various things. But it's as long as we can get it. And that's the other thing. We try to look for things that we can tag, but if it leaves the sight line of the authenticator, then
tough to get.
It's all washed. Yeah. So we do what we can, but it's never a guarantee. Oh, we got a red one. Nice.
That's not bad at all.
That is not bad. There you go. I think that's like the red one of that.
That is sick.
I'm gonna try to turn that over without. That's pretty cool.
It is. I love die cuts. Congratulations, an electric orange autograph of Jose Ramirez.
Very cool.
There we go. That is sweet.
That's back to back.
Yeah. Got the
That's
hot
a good
hands
box.
right now.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Nolan, for sitting down and ripping some cards, but I better go get ready for this game.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Thanks, very much.
Appreciate it.
Iron Guard Supplies is the official card supply provider of The Card Life. Use promo code TheCardLife at ironguardsupplies.com for 20% off and free shipping on your order of over $100. Cover your bases with Iron Guard Supplies.
Hey card collectors, looking for deals on sports cards? Well, it's time you've heard about Pristine Auction. PristineAuction.com is the most trusted site for sports cards. You can win authentic cards at affordable prices with daily auctions starting at just $1. It's free to register, free to bid, and auctions are ending right now. So head over to PristineAuction.com and sign up with the promo code for $10 off your first win.
We grew up as passionate fans and collectors. Now we've started a giant movement that makes you the MVP. Built on GOAT-level service, a game-changing online shopping experience, and the hottest cards at the lowest prices. The ultimate collector's cave, our modern-day retail experience. Open now in Alpharetta, Georgia. GiantSportsCards.com.
Are you in the business of selling trading cards? Accelerate your trading card business with Ricoh document scanners. The best scanners in the business with the widest range of software and service support. Whether you're a card shop or a collector, from raw singles to rare slabs. Ricoh scanners. Digitize your collection quickly and accurately so you can focus on running your business. Scan more, sell more, do more with Ricoh document scanners.
Let's take a look at our monthly winner in the Hobby Armor Ship with 100% Confidence giveaway. Hobby Armor, the ultimate protection for card shipments.
In celebration of Bryce Harper's game-tying home run in the London series, this month we're shipping our winner a prospect card of the Phillies star. Nicholas Brower of Cassville, New York is getting a mint 2012 Bowman card of Harper. Using Hobby Armor's standard size raw card shipping protectors, we were able to ship with 100% confidence, and Nicholas's Bryce Harper card arrived exactly as we shipped it.
Sign up for your chance to win our monthly card giveaway or a free Hobby Armor box at hobbyarmor.com/thecardlife. Hobby Armor, the ultimate protection for card shipments. Fred Hoiberg is one of the most popular players in the history of Iowa State basketball. His retired number hangs from the rafters at Hilton Coliseum. A 6'4" shooting guard, Hoiberg was the Indiana Pacers' second-round pick in 1995. He played 10 seasons in the NBA for the Pacers, Bulls, and Timberwolves. Before his career was cut short by a major heart surgery in 2005, Hoiberg led the league in three-point field goal percentage in his final season. He went on to coach 5 seasons at Iowa State and then 4 seasons as head coach of the Chicago Bulls. Hoiberg will be starting his 6th season leading the Nebraska Cornhusker basketball team this fall, a team he led to a 3rd-place finish in the Big Ten last season. This month, he's our guest on my Cardboard Timeline presented by Collects.
I would go over and play with the Iowa State guys when I was still in high school. And Doug Collins, he actually started calling me the governor. I'd committed to play at Iowa State. There was a lot of publicity from, being the hometown kid. Once I started playing, I was Dick Vitale's PTPer. He's called me the mayor of Ames. And, from that point on, then I started getting votes in the mayoral election. I actually still, I think to this day, get a couple votes. It's when I was playing for the Bulls. I was the oldest player on the team at 28. So I was a captain. Shaq and Kobe were at half court. And I went up there and Shaq actually, he called me the mayor when we shook hands at half court. So I thought that was pretty cool. Our very first game after a week of training camps against the Bulls. So you look down there and you see, the dynasty and, there's Michael Jordan, you just kind of realize, wow, I'm doing this. This is crazy. And then I actually got matched up with Michael for a couple possessions in that first preseason game. So it really was a great year, of learning and development and just being a sponge. I loved football. I absolutely loved it. And I was the top player in the state of Iowa my senior year in both football and basketball. Coach Osborne, to be recruited by him, a guy that really was kind of a hero to me because of how much I enjoyed watching Nebraska football. It was really cool, but I'll say this. I made the right decision because the years that I would have been at Nebraska were the Tommy Frazier years. Now anytime I see Coach, I said, you would have put 50 pounds on me and made me a tight end. The ones that I had the most trouble with were, there were smaller guards, the Iversons, and also the really physical wings that had a size advantage on me. J.R. Ryder always gave me fits. Jim Jackson was a very tough cover. Allen Houston, just because they were bigger and probably more physical. Sprewell was a really hard guy to guard. I was his teammate in Minnesota for 2 years. And the hardest guy to go against was Gary Payton. There was no going around him. It's been awesome. I've enjoyed every stop that I've had, starting at Iowa State, moving on to Chicago, and then now at Nebraska. We absolutely love everything about this place, the facilities, the fan support, and I really feel good about the direction of our program. Getting into the tournament a year ago, 3rd place in the Big Ten, and now it's about taking the next step and hopefully taking this program to where it's never been before. But we absolutely love it here. There's great people, and the support is second to none.
Scan and add this 1995 Classic Rookies Fred Hoiberg card to your collection on the Collects app and receive a $5 credit to spend on the Collects Marketplace. Download the Collects app for your collection, free on the App Store and Google Play.
The Anthony Volpe 2023 Topps Chrome Platinum 1/1 Superfractor was pulled from a blaster box from Target and scanned onto the Collects app. We spoke to the owner, who showed us the card on a video call and sent us some footage after. If you're a Yankee or a Volpe collector, we have some good news. He tells us it is for sale if anyone's interested. Go ahead and check out John the Ripper on the Collects app.
Are you in the business of selling trading cards? Accelerate your trading card business with Ricoh document scanners. The best scanners in the business with the widest range of software and service support. Whether you're a card shop or a collector, from raw singles to rare slabs. Ricoh scanners. Digitize your collection quickly and accurately so you can focus on running your business. Scan more, sell more, do more with Ricoh document scanners.
Let's pick our MVP's MVP of the month. MVP's the name, image, and likeness platform that allows fans to support athletes and collect both digital and physical cards of future superstars. Jonathan Shamu Chachua is a Cameroon native who won a national title at Baylor in 2021 and was Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year in 2022. He has been called a walking miracle after overcoming a knee injury that made it questionable if he would ever walk again. Jonathan declared for the NBA in April. His first basketball cards can be found in MVP's limited first edition packs, including his golden 1/1. Chase your own MVPs right now at mvps.io.
Hey guys, Andy Broom, CGC Cards. I'm here today with Bart, and Bart has a really cool story. So he's going to do a grade reveal of 2 cards that he submitted, but really the story of how you got these and what it did is a really important thing. These really got you back in the hobby. So if you don't mind, Bart, tell us a little bit about the story.
Well, it was 2016, and I was really not an active collector. I had been a collector as a teenager, and I went to this auction about 5 minutes from my house, August of 2016, and these were one of the first lots in the auction. It was a variety of different things, and I said, it's Jackie Robinson, Babe Ruth. How can you go wrong? And I knew that Jackie Robinson one in particular was his rookie card. I thought I got a pretty good deal on him. The problem was they weren't graded. Someone came to me as I was picking them up and said, do you know that they're real? And I didn't want to give it away, but basically I was not sure. So they've been sitting in a safe deposit box for almost 8 years, and I finally decided to come to CGC and see what they were.
And these were exactly how you had them from the auction. And these were in a 1-inch screw down and then sealed in a bag on top of that. So, it took me a second, had to get a loop out to make sure they're real, so I can only imagine the faith that you had buying these almost sight unseen in a way, but it's cool because they did turn out to be authentic. So this is a win here. This is one of those stories. Yeah, well, that's very cool. The first card is the Babe Ruth, and I'll just hand it to you.
Yep. 3.5. I thought this would be the worst of the two, just because of the way the paper looks. Of course, it being real was the biggest victory, I guess, for me, just not buying ungraded cards.
It's got some light wrinkling and corner wear, but what's cool about it is I say wrinkle, not crease, because while it is wrinkled, it doesn't break the surface, so the eye appeal is amazing on that card. I love it. I'll give you that one there.
A 5. I didn't really know. I'm not like an expert in these cards, but it's also like a piece of history.
I don't even want to call Jackie a superstar, more of a true hero. And so he's one of those, you got to have a card of his in your collection, and this in particular, it's a great example.
That's all for the Card Life this month. I'm your host, Matt Strahm. We'll see you next time on the Card Life.